Here's Johnny.
What in the hell is this?
What?
I need that money.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's Black Series talk show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And today we've got some Black Series and Vintage Collection news.
True.
Now, is it news that we want to hear?
Half and half.
Yeah, maybe one of these is a good thing that I like.
I like the yellow shirt.
Yeah, unintentional matching. We're very good at that. I know there was an episode a few weeks ago where we both wore white shirts. So
It is really unintentional.
yeah, this is not planned, but here we are. And as a reminder, don't forget, you could have been watching this video a whole lot earlier if you are in a position to help support the channel at the Basement Battalion level. There are also some other perks that go along with it. This month, we are putting the 187th Clone Trooper on the Wheel of Rebo, which if you are selected on the Wheel of Rebo, we will ship this figure to your house for free.
True. Clone. So sign up for the Basement Battalion if you would like your username to be on the wheel. But if not, totally chill. Just hit like and subscribe if you are new. We are always talking about Star Wars, the Black Series here on the channel. First things first, a little follow-up, a little weekly re-release thing, another thing off of the list that was leaked. This is another helmet.
Hey.
Another roleplay item.
Hey.
So boring, so tired.
Yeah.
This is Luke Skywalker's X-Wing pilot helmet. Same packaging, same item. This is a pure re-release. Part of the whole re-release rumor thing that has been happening. We've talked about it so much. So yeah, go on Big Bad Entertainment Earth. It's $100.
Yep.
You know, original retail. Pretty cool to see that they're not, you know, intentionally raising the price.
Right.
But
because they have done that in the past with other re-releases. But yeah, I mean, it's another helmet. It's cool if you're really into the roleplay stuff, but personally for us, not really our thing. Helmets are kind of huge. They take up a lot of real estate.
according to Nerdzoic on the Black Series Cantina podcast, the entire list is still happening. It just got delayed because of the leak, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know if Hasbro has ever delayed something like that for a leak. I mean, Yakface has been leaking stuff forever.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the whole CMD store, they just leaked the entire Ahsoka wave. They didn't delay those. They actually rushed them out.
Right. Yeah. A lot of people got those in hand.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But Nerdzoic is still highly confident that these are all still happening. So we'll wait and see.
Yep. We will have to see. But for now, show me the figgies.
True. Next week is going to be allegedly the ATST Raider for TVC. So still no figures even after next week.
Lovely. Lovely. We do also have a little bit of Black Series figure news this time around, and it's unfortunate news. It's something we talked about a couple weeks back. It was rumored. This is the Carbonized Ahsoka and HK-87 Assassin Droid 2-pack. This was... one week it was carbonized. The next week it wasn't carbonized. And now it's back carbonized, and we finally have pictures of it. And it's exactly what you would expect. And it looks pointless.
It looks like the red is a little darker on the HK-87, and that's it.
Yeah.
What was the point with Ahsoka? Aside, you know, I know she has a new show, but they also are already repacking her in an Ahsoka wave.
Yeah.
So, like... they have carbonized flesh tone characters before in TVC,
Right.
but it's just like
Her costume doesn't have like anything like vibrant or different to it that would really like make like, you know, the carbonized look like pop on it. It just looks like they just didn't spray Ahsoka with any matte paint at all. You know, like they just factory printed it and didn't put any matte spray on the actual figure. So it looks really pointless. I mean, the sabers would look cool, I guess, because they're shiny silver hilts, but...
I mean, they look pretty good in the original
right, I know.
figure. And
I'm,
it's like,
I'm trying to put a little positive, little spin.
nah, screw that. This is...
Yeah.
In our humble opinions,
Right.
of course. This is Big Garbo. The HK87. I mean, for what it's worth, it looks more accurate.
Right.
Because in the show, it is a darker red. It's a much darker red than the regular one. But it's still off. It still doesn't have the paint on the visor.
Yeah, missing tons of paint.
No staff, no cloak with Ahsoka, which that might have actually stung more. Because it's like, I'm not picking this up.
Could you imagine?
But what if they put Ahsoka's cloak and the staff for HK? But no, I mean, there was just no point in this. It's got to just be like a new media mandate thing. It's just another way to capitalize on a unique sculpt and have more new media figures out there, because these don't look good.
Yeah.
It's completely pointless.
Right. And it's one of those things where, you know, at least it's taking up an exclusive slot. It's not something super desirable.
See,
but
I would disagree, because Amazon exclusives usually bring the heat.
I mean, that is true.
Artillery stormtrooper, remnant speeder bike.
But at the same time, a lot of people don't always get those figures, and they sell out.
Oh, well.
Never to be restocked ever again.
You guys got your artillery I don't want to hear it. You guys got your artillery
Listen to this guy right here.
I mean, we've said it a million times before, but why not just do different in-universe repaints?
I mean, of course. Like, absolutely, that's what they should be doing. I mean, isn't there a different HK-87 droid in Ahsoka? So they could have just repainted that to the third variant.
There's just so many clone troopers, rebels, I mean, even First Order stuff that I would rather see. Imperial stormtrooper variants, battle droid variants. And even with this specifically being Ahsoka and an HK, why does it need to be carbonized? Why can't it just be a 2-pack?
Right. That doesn't... I mean...
Or they could have done HK-87s, one the leader with the staff and the red, and then one more like the grunt. Make it like an army builder, sort of.
Yeah, something
pack.
like that.
Anything.
Right.
Anything.
At least these two characters interacted, so it's slightly better than the Kenobi carbonized 2-pack.
That's fair.
But at the same time, still a waste of space. It's okay if you like carbonized. It's okay if that's what you like to collect. But this is our show, our opinions, and we don't like carbonized. But if you are ultimately interested in this, $59.99, and it's already up for pre-order. So
that's $30 a figure.
Yeah. So if you want to pick it up and pay that much, go for it. Otherwise, I'm sure it'll probably go on sale.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like people secretly go crazy for this stuff.
They just got closets full of carbonized.
Like, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I mean, I know there's a few people in the Discord that are fans of carbonized, and people do comment that they are fans of carbonized, so they are out there. You know, every time a carbonized pack comes out and we give our true, honest thoughts about it, we do get the White Knight comments. Like, I subscribe to you guys for the positivity, but then, like, the 1% of our content where we're like, yeah, this is trash, they're like...
Right. Of course. I mean, it's classic YouTube.
You guys shouldn't be shaming other people for buying what you like. Of course, buy what you like. If you're into carbonized, buy carbonized. You're safe here at the OOTB community.
Yep.
But yes, personal opinion, big garbage.
Yep, big garbage.
But you know what isn't big garbage?
Oh, it's big, but it's not garbage.
It is big. It is by volume bigger than the sail barge.
Yes.
It is the TVC Ghost. The Haslab. It has funded. Yes. All tiers have been hit.
Oh, man. I was not going to lie. I was sweating a little bit about Zeb.
Yeah. Last time I checked, it was over 18,000. So I'll put whenever I'm editing this, that'll be the current number.
Yeah.
It's probably even higher because it ends later tonight. But yeah, all 3 tiers have been unlocked. Of course, Ezra at 11,000, Kanan at 14,000, Zeb at 17,000, and then with Zeb, you do have the ability to purchase Sabine and Chopper on that same mural with their season 4 looks.
Right.
Because that was also the big deal, is that these tiers are exclusive to the Haslab.
Right.
They could potentially do earlier season looks, but specifically like the 3/4 looks
right.
are locked in the Haslab.
Yep.
So thankfully, you will have the whole crew because you backed this. Of course.
Yeah. This was something that I was a day one backer for. There was no question in my mind, even if it didn't hit any of the tiers at all. I just wanted the Ghost, and mainly my main objective too was once we passed Ezra, I was like, you know what? If we get to Kanan, that's all I care about, because that Kanan figure looks absolutely insane. Alternate head, removable eye mask.
And like Zeb's design doesn't change that much.
Yeah, he just doesn't have shoulder pads anymore.
So like
they could have easily done like, oh, here's season 1 Zeb.
Right.
And I would have been like, okay, cool. But yeah, this is awesome. Big W once again for TVC, but TVC never really has any troubles, getting fully backed with all tiers. This one, it was a little worrisome because it was crawling. We had an explosive first couple days.
Right.
And then it kind of just flatlined a little bit for the rest of the campaign.
And then, usually how these things go is the last day they explode.
Right.
They skyrocket. That's a common trend. I'm not saying it happens every time.
Yeah.
But it's a common trend with Haslab. Easily worth the price as well, because to put this in context, back in 2018 with the sail barge, that was the same price back in 2018.
Right.
And yeah, I know it's longer, but if you do the calculations by volume, this is more plastic. It is more product overall.
And I definitely think
volume.
I definitely think it has a lot more paint apps to it. I mean, the sail barge is essentially a giant piece of brown plastic that has slight weathering details on it. I know the inside is really intricately detailed, but so is the Ghost. But the outside of the Ghost has a bunch of different paint apps. It also has a fully detachable ship that is included with it. So
5 years later, post-COVID, I'm kind of surprised it's the same price.
Yeah, because I was easily thinking it was going to be 600, 650, something like that, because that was the rumor at the time too, was that it was going to be the most expensive Star Wars Haslab yet. So
yeah, but 500, it backed. The last day here, it's still going up. So another successful TVC campaign.
Yeah,
happy for all you guys out there. Especially for Zeb, I know what it's like to sit there and refresh it because that's what we were doing in the Discord all day. Is oh man, Zeb,
yeah,
better get Zeb. So I know what it's like.
Yeah,
I just don't know what it's like to be in a successful campaign.
Well, at least you'll be able to see it and experience it in person when I get mine.
Listen, it's the OOTB Ghost.
Yeah, exactly. Halvesies?
I don't know about all that, bro.
Yeah, now for me, I've got two things I need to decide. A, where the hell am I going to put it?
True, I'm looking around. I'm not going to lie.
I think something's got to go. Something's going to have to go here.
Yeah.
And B, do I open the figures? Because the mural art is so good. It's the classic Rebels mural.
Yeah.
And it's plaguing my mind because, like you mentioned earlier, these figures and the card backs are exclusive to the Haslab. So they're not going to re-release the Season 4 looks in a different card back. That's just the only way to get the Season 4 looks is through the campaign.
Or so they say.
Right. I mean, if they changed their mind, I would not care. If the card backs were just exclusive, I'd be like, great. That means I can keep them on card and not worry about it.
Yeah.
But I'm seriously conflicted because, of course, I want to open them. I want to populate the Ghost. But at the same time, I'm like, then I'm going to be ruining the beautiful card presentation that they've presented to me.
Yeah, maybe in the future they'll do the Season 1 looks and you can just populate the Ghost with the standard releases.
That's honestly kind of what I'm hoping for, because I feel like at this point I am more so leaning towards not opening the figures.
What are you guys doing out there? Let us know in the comments down below. But I definitely wanted to put this in the episode because it's huge.
Yeah.
I know we're a Black Series show, but this is Hasbro Star Wars, and it is a Haslab. And, you know, hopefully maybe we can get something in Black Series.
Right.
That
Maybe
isn't a lightsaber.
Right. Give us Rancor round 2. Make the tiers a little bit better. Right out of the gate, say Malachilles included.
That's all it would take is just tweak the tiers.
Yep.
Because that's all people... Tiers!
Yeah.
Tiers!
Right. Too much focus on the tiers. It's, and the same sentiment was happening for the Ghost. Oh, all the figures should have been included, blah, blah, blah. But that's not how HasLabs work. That's literally no HasLab has been, oh, here's an entire team of figures, look at the Marvel stuff.
I don't understand that logic because now you can get it with all the figures.
Right. Well, then there's still...
Like, just don't even look at the tiers. Base product. Because there's already past 17. So if you back it, you get the crew.
Mm-hmm. Which I think was always going to happen. I mean, like I said, I was sweating a little bit because we were getting real close. But like you mentioned, HasLabs have a tendency to have a huge first day and a huge last day. Mm-hmm. So when we hit Kanan 2 days ago, I was like, oh... Zeb's got to be in the bag. And then, with last night's episode of Ahsoka, we actually did finally see the Ghost in the show.
True.
Which I'm sure helped out a little bit. But also, the last day, the FOMO hits. And, it's now or never. Because let's face it. Yes, $500 is a lot of money. Absolutely. I 100% agree. This is an expensive item. But here's the thing. It's never going to be less than $500. So if you really want the TVC Ghost, this is the only way to get it for the lowest price it's ever going to be, because after this point, look at all the other HasLabs and you'll have your answer.
Yeah, I kind of like there is like a both side. There's always toxicity on both sides
for sure.
of HasLab.
Yeah.
And it's almost like I almost like don't really like HasLab because there's so much drama associated with it. Like online toy drama, cringe. I really find that stuff cringy. And there's always people shaming you for backing it. No, you're a shill. You're going to spend this much money on something that you want. And then there's other people that are like, you're just broke.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
right.
You're a broke boy. You can't, like, acting like 500 isn't a lot of money.
Yeah, and it definitely is. Like, 500 is a serious investment. But my point specifically is just, if this is something you want, if this is something you really, really want,
you'd work for it because there's 45 days.
Right, and that's what I did. I sold some figgies, worked a little overtime,
sell some figs. Do a little DoorDash.
Right.
I mean, if you really want something, that's what you'll do. I mean, it's almost like when we were kids and we really wanted whatever it was, we would pick up some more chores around the house.
Exactly. And, that's just how it is. That's being a collector, especially in these modern days when things are continuing to get more and more expensive every single day. You have to start picking and choosing. And when it is something you really want, for me, typically, price really isn't an object. Like, if I want it, I will take the necessary steps that I need to get that item.
Did I show you the comment of this should be $50 on Walmart shelves?
Yeah, I saw that comment. That's just completely out of touch. Like, you're living on Mars if you think that the Ghost is only worth $50 because the Micro Galaxy Squadron AT-AT isn't even $50. And that's like significantly smaller.
Valaverse.
Yeah.
But yeah, congratulations to all of the TVC fans out there who backed the Ghost. You now have a Ghost in your collection.
Yeah.
So you did what you set out to do. You now own the item. You wanted the item. Now you own the item.
Yep. And
it's as simple as that.
And I think the best part is I don't think we're going to have to wait nearly as long as other HasLabs because they showed up to Comic-Con with the painted prototype. So I feel like it's maybe a little bit further along than when the Rancor was being showed off and they were like, here's a 3D render that's gray. We couldn't even digitally paint the 3D render. Not to bring up the Rancor again, but yes, it is awesome. The TVC Ghost is coming to us with all tiers, and like Justin said earlier, that also means we're going to have the chance to get a Season 4 Sabine and Chopper with matching mural card art, and at least I'll be able to buy 2 of those. Sure. I'll get 2 Sabines, I'll get 2 Choppers, so then I'll at least have Sabine and Chopper hanging out on the Ghost for the time being, but Yeah, this is a huge W. I hope that we get to see a Black Series Haslab soon. I hope it's not a lightsaber or a helmet or something ridiculous. Yeah, I'd say Black Series deserves another shot. It's got to be something good. It's got to be something classic, prequel or original trilogy. And, I think under the right circumstances, we could finally show them that, yes, Black Series collectors do want these large-scale, expensive items on our shelves.
Do we?
I do. I still want the Rancor.
Does the Black Series community as a whole, when they see those big boy prices?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, true. I mean, we definitely, as a community, failed to pull up for the Rancor.
And Jar Jar.
Right, yeah.
And a lot of other things
True.
that people say they want and then they don't buy.
Right, exactly. Until it's on massive discount, and then at that point, you're doing more harm than good. But that's a discussion for another time. And this is pretty much all we've got for you on this week's episode of Figure It Out. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars The Black Series here on the channel. And of course, another reminder, you could have watched this video a lot earlier. If you are in a position to help support the channel at our basement battalion level, we are doing a Wheel of Rebo spin where we will be sending this 187th Clone Trooper to the winner's house for free. It's going to come to you for free, worldwide, no matter where you're at. We will send it to you. There's links for everything down in the description. Also, definitely check out the Discord if you are looking to get involved in the community. A lot of like-minded, positive collectors are in that Discord, and it's just a lot of fun. And we don't just talk about Black Series in there. There's literally discussions for all action figures. So if you're just an action figure fan, it's a great place to hang out with some like-minded collectors.
Yep.
I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we will see you all next time on Out of the Basement.